Well, I'd just like to thank everyone for sticking with us. I know it's late, especially out on the east, so thanks for hanging with us. I just want to say, certainly Texas has a terrific ball club. You can see why they're the number 2 overall seed. They're very talented in many different ways. So, I just about this team. This is as special a team as we've had in this uniform at this university. What they persevered through, the resiliency that they have shown the last 2 months, but specifically over the last 2 weeks, is just remarkable. I told them that all the teams that we have at Virginia are all special in their own way, but this one is at the top. Certainly when you win a national championship, that's pretty special. But this team, what they were able to accomplish based on the position that they were in 2 months ago, and then the position they were in over the last 2 weeks with their backs against the wall 6 times. And, we ran into a great club. When you get here in Omaha, you have to play clean. You have to play clean games. And we weren't clean tonight, and Texas took advantage of that. And so, I just incredibly proud of the way that our young men represented our university in this baseball program. Complete class, competitors, and guys that just continued to fight and stand up when their teammates needed them the most. And I told the team after the game that, this is going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a while. It should hurt. When you put the time into it and you care so much like these young men do about their team and the success that they want to have, it's going to hurt. But I told them that after they get over the pain of the season being over and losing, they'll realize what they did and the lessons that they learned from what they endured through this season. It'll help them next year for the ones that are back, and then it's going to help them for the rest of their lives. And that's what this experience is about, and I'm proud as heck of them.
Thank you. Now we will go to questions from the media. Our first question is from Bennett Conlon. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. Bennett, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Bennett Conlon with the Daily Progress. You mentioned this team being, maybe the most special you've had at Virginia. What is it about this group that made them so special and such a joy to coach?
Well, it starts from the beginning. There was high expectations on this team. I think, in preseason, this team was ranked in the top 20. There was a lot of expectation, and then, out of the gate, we didn't play up to our capability. They knew it. We all knew it. We were trying to work through it. We were all trying to figure it out. And what I'll remember about them is they just stood up and competed, and we're not going to be denied of this opportunity to play in June. And, many teams at times fold when that happens, and they just wouldn't let it happen. They kept grinding, and the next guy that's going to follow me up here, Chris Newell, I'm incredibly proud of him, and many others. But, to see the way that he performed down the stretch for us and see the way he performed in Omaha, the emergence of him as his future so bright, and to see somebody that just he kept fighting, and he didn't quit on himself. Griff McGarry's another great example. It's just all of those situations where guys, they could have packed it in, and they didn't. And that speaks to the character that they have and what they're made of. And that, in baseball, that will serve them well, and they'll have successful careers after this year. And then I know they'll be terrific fathers and make great contributions to society because of what they stood up and did this year.
Our next question is from Jeff White. Jeff, go ahead.
Brian, the team not only got back to the NCAA tournament, you made it back to Omaha this year. Given the history of the program and all your previous teams had done, how important was it for the program going forward, to do what you did this year? as you look to the future?
Well, I mean, sure, it's important to be back in the NCAA tournament, and very important to get to Omaha for the future. But for me, Jeff, it was about this group. It was this team's experience, right? It was guys that will never wear this uniform again. It was their last opportunity to, achieve something that is really, really great, and I'm just happy for them. Happy for them that they did what they did, had the experience of playing in Omaha to compete for a national championship, and they're winners. Now, the ripple effect of that, obviously, is when you make it to Omaha, it continues to. Unfortunately, it's this way, but it validates the elite level of your program, and that's what these kids have did. That's the add-on for this. I wish it wasn't that way, because there was many years that we were playing in the NCAA tournament and number one seeds and couldn't break through to get to Omaha, and you just you felt like you needed to get here to to validate the level of your program, that you're a great college baseball program. And fortunately, we've done that again, and just proud of these guys that they had this experience.
Our final question is from Damon Dillman. Damon, go ahead.
Hey, Brian, it's Damon from Cavs Corner. How much do you think having to play the full 5 games that first weekend and then the full 3 games against Dallas Baptist, how much did that maybe start to catch up with your pitching staff, especially your bullpen these last couple of games?
Well, Damon, I think that's a great observation. I was concerned about it, right? But knew that guys would fight, and we'd have guys that would step up. We had to do some extraordinary things the last 2 weekends to be here, and we just. I don't want to take anything away from any team. What Mississippi State did or Texas did, they're great clubs. But I just felt like some of our guys were on fumes for what they've had to do down to the stretch run. Not our position players, but some of our arms. I think about Blake Bales, and he had a fantastic year for us, and didn't appear here in Omaha and didn't appear in the Super Regional, and Shock was a little bit banged up. Some other guys. That it kind of took the toll on them. But that said, I still felt like we certainly had enough to contend for the national championship. But I think it kind of wore them down a little bit for sure.
Thank you, Coach, for your time today. We will be joined momentarily by Chris Newell. Please use this time to raise or lower your hand as necessary.
Hey, Bennett and Damon and Jeff, I really appreciate all the work you guys do in covering us, and thanks for staying on with us. I appreciate it. Appreciate your work all year.